just doesn't click.
Wow, long time no see.
We're back! And we're in a new studio now. This is Kayla's room.
Welcome to the stew. We've got our nice album covers here, a nice little couch, and some
So
little...
cozy.
It is. I
It's
love
a nice
it.
rainy day.
It
With the
is.
cozy vibes.
Oh, I'm embracing the cozy vibes today.
Me too.
I have a million things to do, but you know,
You have a busy day.
I do. I'm not ready for it, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna keep the day moving.
Yeah, so guys, we lost a video. It was so sad. We actually filmed a whole video with our friend Emily / roommate Emily, who talked about, you know, boys and all that. It was supposed to be a Valentine's Day episode, and unfortunately our mics cut out and we were not, there was
So
no
sad.
audio for half the video.
Like, literally, I was watching it back and I had to call Alison immediately, and I was like, dude, it's
I
gone.
could have cried. I was so upset.
I was so defeated.
But we'll show you a clip of that so you can see it.
Roll it.
Roll the clip.
So we're all
Anyways,
depressed.
we're very sad, and on that note, today we're going to be talking about why the world is crazy.
This world is absolutely insane. I swear every time that Allison and I have a deep conversation, I always end it by saying life is crazy, the world
Yes.
is crazy, because somehow our conversations always lead back to that one phrase. And I think it's just been proven more evident lately with our little hiatus that we took. It was definitely unplanned, but you know, things happen, life happens, and sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, a
But-
lot came up unexpectedly, and we were just busy, and we tried to film, we really did, but that didn't work out, and then we got caught up with school, and then just life. We had a lot of things going on with our friends, and it just
Yeah.
got super busy, so
Last week was insane. It was Valentine's week. We had
Yeah.
like a birthday dinner, Valentine's dinner, a birthday party, like so many things going
so
on.
many things.
And we had tests on top of that, which was just nuts. It was
It was
insane.
nuts.
We tried to vlog it, but you know,
I do have the footage. If you guys want to see it, I can make a little somewhat vlog of the video clips from last week. But there's not many, so it would be probably a 2-minute long video. But
it's just a little TikTok.
yeah, if you guys want to see it, comment down below. I would love to do that.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, some of the clips are a little crazy from the night out,
It's
but
just us walking down the street.
yeah, it was a work in progress, as they say.
Just like this channel. It's a
This
work in
channel,
progress.
you guys know, if you've been watching since the beginning, you know it started out
Very good.
yeah,
Started out very good.
very good. Just we've gotten better at editing and filming and stuff like that, so we're still learning, and we're still learning how to use the mics, so
Yeah, and we're enjoying the process. It's
Yeah.
been fun to like explore all the different things. We just like
yeah.
played with photo editing lately, and that was really fun. It was so cool to like see the before and after, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Loved it. Professional editing is fun.
it is. Like seeing the like the AI filters that they came up with that would match your photo the best. Oh, that was really cool. And then we got to play with a lot of those. But anyway, if you haven't seen our Valentine's pictures, you should go look at our Instagram. I think it's Kayla.and.Alison. And you can check them out. They were so fun, so cute. I was obsessed with them. It was such a fun little shoot.
Yeah, it was really fun. We got crazy with the cake and
Oh, yeah.
and got to stab that. So
It was so fun to like build the set too.
it was. It turned out really, really good. So definitely go check out those on Instagram.
Yes.
But
Like,
other than that, like, we just want to get right into it and start talking about
Mhm.
this week's episode, which again is why the world is crazy.
Yeah.
So
The first thing that stands out to me is the time that we're filming this. It happened yesterday. We all woke up without cell service, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have cell service until like middle of the afternoon yesterday, and I went to our roommate Megan, and I was like, "What is going on?" And she said that there was a national like cellular outage, and I was like, "Hold up," because this sounds like some terrorism type stuff, like this is scary. So I was trying not to think about it too much, and then my TikTok got flooded with like news reports and all these doomsday preppers, and everyone was talking about like World War III and the end of the world, and that stuff freaks me out so bad. Like that's one of the top 3 things that I think freaks me out is when people start talking about that. So I was like panicking, going down a hole last night. I was like, oh my god, like we're gonna die. Like we're gonna get drafted.
I was scared because you just hit me with the like, there's gonna be a national like breakdown or something.
Yeah,
I
mean,
like, what?
They were literally talking about like satellites going out and how like other countries can hack into our internet and shut on.
Why? Like, how did they get access to our stuff?
I have no idea. That makes me feel unsafe. We need to
I'm
be better.
unsafe.
Like, they were like, if our power gets cut and like all the satellite goes out, like we're getting sent back to the 1600s. Like we don't have anything.
Oh my gosh, we wouldn't even know how to like act without
exactly.
our phones.
Imagine we're stuck here and all the power goes out. Our cars don't work because no like it's
gosh.
like all the electromagnetic fields. Like nothing works.
No cars.
We can't call our parents. They're all like they're 2 hours away both ways. Like we're just stuck here. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to walk to the grocery store. People are gonna be busting in and like robbing us.
Oh
it's gonna
my
be chaos.
god! This is crazy. I did not think about all that. Oh my god.
It would be like insane.
No lights. Like we'd have to be like candlesticks around.
Yes. I have like 18 candles, so we're fine.
Okay, yeah, we're good on candles, but
it would be insane.
Oh my god.
Like everyone was like, get your bunker together. Make sure you've got all your food.
Where is our bunker gonna be?
Like literally. I don't know.
Emily's bathroom. Emily's got the big bathroom.
We're all crammed in the bathroom. We're on the 2nd floor of our apartment building, so like.
What is the bunker for? Are we like hiding from like people, or is there like raids?
I think it's just
oh my god, our little college apartment's gonna get raided.
This is gonna have to be like our safe station, like in all the
we
video
just
games,
camp
like,
here and then we like run out and get our stuff and like
Yeah.
run back and hide in our little bathroom.
Oh my god. It's gonna be terrifying, but it's not gonna happen. I woke up this morning and I didn't see
Please, like that better not happen.
I was just like,
is that worldwide or the U.S.?
I think it was just the U.S.
I'm getting out of here.
I think we should just
I'm
fly.
booking a flight.
Literally, like I think
I already have a flight. Give me 2 weeks and I'm out.
Yes, just wait 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Like, oh my god.
I just feel like this was a test to see what damage they can do right now, and they're just like working on it until like it's the next phase.
Don't say that.
We can't put that on this title. Find it. Don't kill me.
Please. We are not like not manifesting this at all.
No.
If anything, we are shutting it down.
Shutting it down. But that was just like
that is crazy news. Like
yeah, just that was like the world's crazy.
The world is literally ending, and within that, our world is ending. Because things are getting crazy and I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to get through the day.
I don't watch the news stuff. Like,
I
didn't even know this was a thing.
I don't watch the news. It's really bad. I don't like to. It makes me feel bad and scared.
I know. Like, oh my god, all the things that I've seen lately, I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't be a part of the news. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna.
No, I'm
not even gonna entertain it.
I don't want to look. If it happens, it happens.
It was part of the plan.
Yeah.
So we just gotta enjoy life until it happens. So.
Are we
but
really
it's a long
enjoying
ways of
life?
distance. Are we? No, we just had a law test.
We just had a law test and that literally defeated me. It was so much studying in like the span of a week.
It was
and
insane.
My brain is still not recovered.
No.
The test was Monday and it's Friday.
I know.
It took me a whole week to just feel normal again.
Yeah, I still don't feel normal because as soon as our test was done, he had posted new lectures. So
Yeah.
I was immediately like, back into the grind.
And you were literally studying like the day after the test, and I was like, okay, like go off.
I don't know what got into me. I was just like, I'm gonna read the whole textbook.
The
But
day after the exam.
hopefully something will stick.
It'll stick, yeah. You'll remember it for next exam and you'll be ready to go. You'll get an A.
Exactly.
You'll get a 100.
We were talking about inventions last night.
Oh, yeah.
And we watched The Wizard of Oz. I brought it up. I don't remember why I brought it up, but I was just like, oh, I've been wanting to watch that movie. And we got into a discussion about, like, Amelia Earhart and, like, everything.
Because neither one of us knew, like, when things really were invented. Like, we guessed, like, cars maybe invented in, like, 1920s. No, they were not. They were invented in the 1800s.
1880s, girl.
Like, way before. And then we were like, okay, so if cars were invented in the 1800s, when was, like, TVs and, like, that stuff invented? And it comes to find out that like black and white TVs were like what, 1930s?
Yeah, because I think 1937, because we were talking about Amelia Earhart never got to see color TV.
I know! So Kayla's like, yeah, Amelia Earhart was missing in 1939, so she was late to the color TV.
She was late to the game.
And I was like,
so
wait,
bad.
like, do you think she was like watching it before she went missing? But no.
Sorry, girl.
She was just too late.
Oh.
So, but she did get to experience cars and planes.
And planes, yeah. I think we found out that planes were around for like what, 20-ish years before she went missing. So
Yeah, she's one of the first female plane drivers.
female women's plane
Pilots.
women.
Woohoo! Go Amelia.
It's just crazy the timing of everything. Like we feel like it was, I don't know, I feel like the 1980s was like forever ago, but thinking about like 1937, like that's insane. That's almost 100 years ago.
Almost. Yeah, that is crazy.
Time flies, dude.
Like we lived it.
Like we lived
We were
it.
there for the first plane, actually.
Remember when we saw color TV for the first time?
I felt like that last night watching Wizard of Oz because it was like
Yeah.
black and white for the first half, and then I was like, oh my god, is this really what it was like to watch TV back in the day?
I want to see everyone's reaction like in the movie theater when they saw the color and they were just like,
no way! Yeah.
oh, that was probably so special.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go back in time and just for a day, just
Yeah.
to see. But
It would be crazy. Like,
would.
I feel like we would feel like we're just in this, like, alternate universe, almost.
just like barely existing.
Yeah, because now, have you seen those, like, Vision Pro things from Apple?
Yes, they
Like-
are insane.
That is, to me, like, the start of the whole, like, virtual reality stuff where, like, everything is going to be in those, like, virtual realities. People aren't going to care as much about the real
Dude,
world.
people are just walking around outside with them on, and I'm like, what?
I know. It's almost like that movie, Ready Player 6.
I've seen that one.
It freaks me out so much because it started with like the virtual reality, like everyone was in their own gaming systems, like they didn't care about the real world. Meanwhile, the real world's like going to shit.
Oh my
Like,
god.
sorry, but it was in the movie, and like everything else, like people just went to their escape, which was like the virtual headset things, and then that became like
That's so
real life.
sad. Like,
and that freaks me out, seeing that those things are like actually in our.
we can't let that become our reality. We can't. I mean,
We
I
can't,
think
but
they're
what are we
cool,
gonna
but
do?
I
Like,
don't know. They're
if
just gonna
people
be
start
pushing-
getting them, and then that becomes the new like iPhone almost. Where like
oh my god.
instead of watching like I saw this YouTube or TikTok clip where somebody like instead of watching like their show on their phone, they were watching it on their headset, and they didn't even need their phone anymore.
Dude, if I walked into someone's room and they're laying there with like the little Vision Pro on, I would be like, I would have to leave. I would be so
It would
stunned.
be so weird. Like you wouldn't be able to really interact with the people because then you're just in this like other world where no one else can see what you're doing.
Yeah,
so you're
they're
just
basically like unconscious and in a different dimension at that point.
exactly. And I feel like that's not. I feel like that's how what it's going towards.
Yeah.
And like if anyone's seen Ready Player 6, you know what I'm talking about, where it just got so, like, that became normal.
No.
And I like real life. Like, I don't want to be in a headset. Like, I want to go
No.
see things with my own eyes.
Yeah, I don't want to just, like traveling. Can you imagine?
Yes,
Someone's just
oh
going to
my
pull up a
gosh.
slideshow of,
Like, wherever you're
Tokyo.
going to go.
And, yeah, and they just sit there and they're like, yeah, I went to Tokyo just now. Like, what?
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
You didn't experience it. I just don't. I think it's cool. I think it's fun for a short amount of time, but, like, that's not
That can't
reality.
be like everything, because then it's like you're not getting the sense, like all the senses. You're just seeing it, but you're not like physically touching things, like smelling, tasting, like all the
Yeah.
senses. Like
There's
you're
so
just
much more to it than just
you're
sight.
just watching a video, basically.
Yeah, and that's not experiencing it. I remember we kind of had a similar conversation when AI first came out, and we were like freaking out. We were like, oh my god, this is the takeover. Nothing's gonna be real anymore.
It was
It's
so
just-
scary when, like, even ChatGPT thing came out. Like, I feel like everyone was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't have to do my homework anymore. I can just, like, get...
That was kind of nice.
It was nice, but then it, like, I feel like AI just went crazy, and, like, people were getting their faces, like, stolen, and, like...
Yes, identity theft and, like, what is it called? Like, deepfakes, where they can, like,
Yes.
manipulate voices and, like, make people say whatever. It's insane. Like, there's no way that's legal or should be legal. Like, it's absolutely insane. I think it's gonna... Oh, God, what was I gonna say? It was, like, mind-blowing. It was, like, oh, my God, I can't even think about it. I saw a TikTok clip. It was related to the, like, cellular outage yesterday, but it was, like, how... I think it's more of a conspiracy of how movies are to prep society for future events. And, like, some of that stuff was in it, and the AI stuff has always been in it.
Don't even say that,
Like,
because...
robots coming to life, they become self-aware and take over. Like, there's been so many movies about that.
Transformers.
Yeah,
like,
and
oh
now
my
we're going
God.
in that direction. And, I mean, like, the pieces fit together, but...
It makes sense when you start to see everything kind of work out. Like, it makes sense, but who is predicting that? Like, who is writing those movies that can predict?
Barack Obama and Michelle Obama produced one about the cellular outage. I think it's called... It's something like Left Behind or Leave the World Behind or something. Michelle and Barack both produced it like 8 years ago. And the first thing that happened was like the cellular stuff.
That stuff is creepy.
I know,
Like,
when it adds up like that, that's when
it makes
freaks
me feel
out.
like this is all a simulation, because I'm like,
It has to be.
who is predicting all of that in the form of movies? Like, so we're just consuming it. Like, it's, oh, that's a fun concept, like Transformers, like kids are playing with little like things, but then that's like real.
Tomorrow we wake up,
Like,
there's just like...
There's giant robots like destroying us.
Like, what do we do at that point? Like, I genuinely don't know what I would do in that situation. I would probably just lay down and be like, alright, this is it.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any way we can fight a robot. I'm
No.
not skilled for that.
No. I'd be like, maybe just dump some water, it'll short circuit it, I don't know. Just spray it with a hose.
Oh my gosh, should we take Dorothy's advice? Just get the bucket of water out
Yes,
of the kitchen. Like, come on.
It'll melt it. I think that's like our only
crazy.
option. Either that or I'm booking a flight and I'm getting out of here. I don't know where I'm gonna go because I feel like it's just gonna take over.
We gotta find an island and set up over there and just get all our friends and get some supplies and head out.
With all of our brains together, we can survive.
We just need someone that can light a fire, someone that can like
We're gonna have to put a list together.
fish.
Yeah, who's the best fisher of the group?
Oh, I don't think it's me.
I don't think it's me. I don't have the patience for it.
I don't think I could like kill like live animals and
No, I'm from the
creatures.
south, but I can't be hunting. I don't do that.
No, I'll gather the berries and
Yeah.
I'll like sew together like blankets for us.
Oh my god, yeah, you're a sewer.
Oh
You
my
can make us
gosh.
clothes.
I'll make us some clothes to wear, some little hats.
When we get back to the island, we just have a whole fashion line to release.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like made out of sustainable materials, guys. Like,
it's all reusable.
reusable, recyclable. That would honestly be such a fun, like, lifestyle. Like, it's almost like Outer Banks when they, like,
That's
go
exactly what I was about to say. Poglandia.
Yes! What
I
would it
just
be
watched that last
called?
night and I was like, you know what? That looks fun. Like, I would kind of want to do that for like a week or
Yeah.
so and just see what it's like.
Okay, next year for spring break, we'll just like find a random island.
We're playing Survivor.
We play Survivor.
Yeah.
Just as a challenge. Why not?
Why not? I mean,
See
we're about
how-
to graduate at that point, so we need to test our
We
survival
need to see,
skills.
yeah, we need to see if we're ready for the adult world.
And if we're not, then we fail class and we retake a grade.
It's
so we can
perfect.
stay.
It's our last semester, so if we don't survive
Mhm.
in our experiment, then we just keep going in school.
Exactly. It's gonna be like pitch perfect when that girl failed to class 3 years, so she could like
Stay
stay in
in
school.
Yeah. No, I would love to like do that for fun.
I would too. I think it'd be fun. Like this summer, if we all have a week, we just like.
Yeah, just like, but
Did.
what island are we going to? Like, how do we find an island like that that's
We're just gonna have to
deserted
pull out a map and do a
Yeah.
little bit of research.
and just find a random one?
Yeah. I think we
Let's
were
do
talking
it.
about the Bermuda Triangle last night too. What
Oh,
if there's
yeah.
an island in there? But we might get stuck.
That's a little scary.
That's Amelia Earhart
'cause-
level.
Yeah.
What if we go into the Bermuda Triangle and she's alive and she's just like there? And like all the people
And,
who
oh
have
my
gone
God,
through
people
there are
that-
still there.
Yeah, like got lost in the Bermuda
And
Triangle.
they're still alive somehow. Because we were doing the math and she would be
Do you think
dead
we
today.
would be like, we would have discovered them and then we can come back and like report it, or do you think we would get sucked into their like cult because we're not allowed to tell anybody?
Okay, this is a movie because I can see it now. We get into the Bermuda Triangle, we see it. They might suck us into their cult for a minute, but then we like are self-realized again, and then we're like, we're the first ones to ever break out of the triangle and like
Break out of the
regain consciousness and
triangle.
remember everything, and then we go back to society and we're like, yeah, they're all alive.
Oh
And then
my
no one
God.
believes us
No one
'cause
would
it's
believe
not-
us because they're like,
Yeah.
you're crazy. Amelia Earhart would be 100 years old.
Exactly, like she would be dead.
She would be, but something about the triangle keeps everybody alive
Something
longer.
about that little loop.
It's like a time warp loop where like nobody
Yes.
ages and like everyone stays
Oh my
alive
god, it's
forever.
like those space movies where they go to a different planet and like an hour on that planet is 7 years here. What if it's like a day there is like a year here for us? So she's only been there for like 100 days to her, but it's been 100 years for us. And so when we go back, everyone thought we were dead.
That is like those space movies.
Oh my god, that would be such a good movie. Now we just need to be like screenwriters.
We
and
should
directors.
definitely get this made because that would
That'd
be a
so
fire
cool.
movie.
It would be. We'd have to do like research on who else has gotten lost in the Bermuda Triangle, but I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, but it's based off of a true story.
It is. We'll have that.
No,
It's
we'll
the
just
thing.
well, like it kind of is. It's based on a series of events, not a
Based
true
on
story.
historical events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That sounds like a good movie.
I would
we
watch
should do
it.
it. We
Yeah.
should do it.
With as good as technology and movie making is now, like oh my god.
Yeah. But I feel like we have to somehow like, I don't know, how do we even start it or a movie?
I think we have to write it and then take it
Oh,
to
okay.
someone.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll just fly to LA for a week over the summer and just like harass directors and producers and all of our favorite influencers and
And
just
someone will
beg
sign
someone
us.
for attention.
I think we should do it for sure.
I think we should too. It'd just
We
be a
have
fun
nothing
little
better to
side
do.
project. Yeah, we're bored. I mean, we've got nothing else to do.
It's like Phineas and Ferb where they do crazy things during the summer.
Oh
like
my god!
that's gonna be our summer. We
That's
just
another summer goal. Is we just do a crazy
write a
thing
whole
every day.
movie, fly
Yeah.
to LA, get it made, fly back, resume the pod. And spring break's coming up and I'm so excited.
Oh, let's talk about spring break plans. So, Allison, where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm doing a little Europe tour.
European tour.
I'm literally so excited. I love Europe and I'm going back to one of my favorite cities, which is Nice, France. And
Ooh.
then I'm going to see Paris for the first time.
Eiffel
And
Tower.
Eiffel Tower, which like literally if you've known me since I was a kid, I always had Paris themed rooms. Like my first ever room when I was a kid was completely Paris themed.
Aw.
All the walls had like Eiffel Towers and I had all these little Eiffel Towers and like it's just been so prominent in my childhood, and I always knew I was gonna go to Paris one day, but it's finally happening, and I'm so excited to be going in my 20s because it just feels so right. And so we're going there, and then we're gonna do skiing in Switzerland for a few days, and then end it in Milan because I love fashion, and I think Milan is like the capital of fashion. I'm just so excited to go and see it, and
that's
go
so
to all the
I didn't
things.
think about that. It's like a little childhood dream coming true. That's so special.
And it's perfect because like my childhood dream was Paris, and Emily's always wanted to go skiing, and I'm going with Emily, and she has never gone skiing before, and what better place to try it than Switzerland? So it's kind of like both of our dreams, and then Milan is just like another stop that I think we're both really gonna love. So it's just gonna be really, really fun. And like at this point in life, I'm just trying to experience like the things that make me the happiest, and like if it means like doing something crazy, like going to Europe for only a week, like I'll do it, because I know that what better time than now. Like
exactly,
I need to live my life and just like do what I want as things happen, and like it's
with the craziness of the world, it's like now or never almost.
That's how I feel about it. Like I don't want to wait till after college, because once I get into the workflow of things, like there might not be a time to go and take a week off, and especially starting out in my career, like I just don't see when there's going to be time for that.
Exactly.
So, and then now tell them about your trip.
I'm going to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to Punta Cana for 4 days, I think it is, but I'm so excited. I haven't flown since I was in like 5th grade, so I haven't been on a plane.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm so excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And we're just gonna hang out on the beach at the resort for like 4 days and just drink and relax. And just, it's gonna be amazing. I think Megan, I'm going with Megan, our other roommate, and I think she's been keeping track of the weather. She was saying it was like 90 degrees over there.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
gonna get so
excited.
tan.
I'm gonna get tan. It's gonna be warm weather. I've been craving the summer tropical. Like I just need the beach, the ocean right now.
I've been like the same. I'm reminiscing of summer lately so much and just miss it.
It's so
tired of the cold and dreary.
I know. I feel like this time is the worst because we're like almost to spring. We've almost made it through summer, but we still have like a little while to go.
Yeah.
So.
I'm hoping like after February's over, then it just comes a lot faster, because it always does after spring break.
Yeah.
Plus, like once you go in the warm weather, like you'll feel so much better.
You'll feel revived and ready to take on the rest of the winter.
Yes.
But I think last year when we went on our spring break, we were in Florida, or we were driving to Florida, and our friends that we were meeting there told us that it snowed here.
Oh yeah.
While we were literally at the beach, it was snowing here, and I was like, that is insane. We're just like one state over at that point. And I was like, wow. We're really...
Yeah, that was crazy. I was not expecting that, and that was the only time it had snowed all winter last year.
Yeah,
so.
we were literally out there in shorts and bathing suits, and they were like bundled up in the snow.
Yeah, like I can't lie, the water was still really cold in Florida.
It was.
But at least it was
We
like warm
it.
outside. And yeah, we did brave it. Remember those weird guys that were like, you guys are like wifey material because you swim in that.
Literally like an old man came up to us and he was like, you guys are gonna be great wives because you're out there swimming in the cold water.
Yeah,
we were
that's
just
what he
like,
said.
okay, thank you. Like,
we're like, we would have done it anyways. Like,
yeah. We're like the water girls, I would say.
yes.
Like, if we're at the pool, Alison and I are getting in.
We're gonna be swimming.
If we're at the ocean, we're swimming all the way out there.
Yeah. I will be in the waves.
It was fun to
crashed.
have like another person who wanted to like do that with me, and
I
we would
know.
always just go in, so we were never alone out there.
Except when you just decided to like drift off into the middle of the ocean.
I don't know.
We had to come save you. She
She
wasn't drowning. She was fine. She just drifted really, really far out. And we're like,
I don't think it was.
Kayla, come back.
It wasn't a rip current. I was just like very caught up in the like
In the vibes,
and the vibes.
but no, it was not safe.
I didn't realize how far I got out until I looked beside me and the pier's like back here and I was like, oh my god, like I might die.
And we were already pretty deep and you were like way past us. Oh my gosh.
It was kind of scary. I didn't realize until Alison was like, Kayla.
You were far out.
I was like, oh no. But we've made it safe and sound.
Yeah.
We're still here to tell the tale today.
We are. Last year's spring break was so fun. I loved like the two different vibes. Like first we went to Charleston, South Carolina, and then we that was with all of our girlfriends in the big house, and then we went to Florida with just our small group and then our other friend group. And I just loved the road trip of it. Like
me too. That whole like trip was just an experience, and it was I feel like a changing point.
Yeah, definitely. We bonded so much and we like just got so much closer and like just have all these memories now, and I miss it.
One of the memories that sticks out to me is like spending all day at the beach and then coming back in like the afternoon, and we would just like lay outside in the hammock and just talk, and we would listen to music and play cornhole, and we were playing game night, and we have so many like inside jokes now from that one game night. It's so fun. This spring break is gonna be definitely one to remember.
We're gonna definitely have so much fun and make some memories, and I'm just excited for our debrief after because we are going on different trips.
And then we're gonna vlog it, of course.
Yeah, you guys are not ready. We're so
You're
excited.
not ready. I'm supposed to, Alison's leaving before me, so it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be without her for a week.
Oh,
it's gonna be so sad. I'm gonna drop her off at the airport.
The longest we've been apart in months.
I think so. Yeah, like probably this entire.
Well, maybe winter break, but that was.
Oh yeah. Honestly, like we didn't take winter break.
Yeah, we didn't. So I feel like the last time was probably summer.
I think so.
But we stayed most of the summer, so I don't think we really...
I think it was the period after we moved out and then when we moved in.
True.
It was the longest 2 years of my life, I swear.
Yeah. I went to Virginia for a week, and I went to Wilmington for a week too. But yeah, it's been a while since we've like done that.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad, but we're all gonna have fun.
Okay, so I need your advice on something.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about this for a while because, as I told you, I have a hair appointment coming up on next Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And I have been in a dilemma about what to do in the appointment because a part of me loves being blonde and like it's been so fun being blonde, but the other part of me is like wanting my natural hair back.
Oh!
And I don't know what to do because you've seen me for like the last 3 years now, and like I've had all hair colors. Like my natural hair when I first started freshman year is the dark brown, then I dyed it black, and then I went little highlights in the front, and then I got like a full highlight and after sophomore year. And then this past summer I had like really blonde hair, and then I cut it all off, and then I had short blondish ashy toned hair, and that's kind of what I have now is like the ashy blonde. But I just don't know what to do in my next appointment because
I think you're still in your blondish era. Like this era has been a big growing era.
It has, but the downside is that my hair has gotten so fragile and thin. And I was just looking at pictures from like my freshman year, and my hair was so full and like healthy.
Oh, it does look so good.
And that even like my hair back in last October was so healthy, even though it was like blondish. But I just don't know how to get it back to that because now looking at it, it just looks so thin in every picture that I take. And that was even...
You used to have really thick hair.
It was so thick, and now it just looks so like thin and just choppy. So I feel like the only way to get it back to what it was is going back to brown, and I know I'm not ready for that because I've just gotten so used to like the highlights. But I just don't want my hair to fall off.
Can you do?
And it's,
I've never dyed my hair before, so I don't know all the terms. But like, is there a way you can just do like a touch up for like your roots or something, or like just to like maybe a transition phase back into your normal? I don't know what that would be called, but
yeah, I need to talk to my hairdresser because she can probably tell me like more about it. But I know that like when you do dye your hair so often and like using purple shampoo and always like not being able to use regular shampoos, it takes a toll on it.
Yeah.
So it just kind of splits off and it never grows.
Oh.
And that's what I'm like most concerned about, because every time I take a shower there's like clumps falling out and I'm like,
yeah.
That's not normal. I never had that before.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do anything I can, but I just don't want to be bald. And like I keep seeing TikToks actually about people that have dyed their hair blonde so consistently and they're like bald.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Yeah. And you know Ashley Benson from Pretty Little Liars?
Mm-hmm.
She's literally on my Pinterest board because I love her blonde hair and as like Hannah Marin.
Yeah, that was iconic.
And that's like the blonde I would like love to get to because it's so iconic. Like look how pretty that is.
Oh,
like a honey
yeah.
blonde.
Mm-hmm.
But if I did that, my hair would like break and I just can't like lose all my hair.
I think maybe you should tell her that you're focusing on hair health right now and you just want like maybe a little bit of a touch up or also like a good healthy transition maybe back towards your normal color. But I know it's hard because like you've been working on your blonde hair for so long now.
I know, I don't want to like waste all the progress just to get it healthy, and then if I do decide to go back it's gonna be even more weak at the bottom. But I just don't know what to do and it's freaking me out losing like so much hair in the shower. I'm like,
Well, I lose a lot of hair in the shower too. I don't know why. Some people say it's like a seasonal thing, like you lose a lot of hair like in the winter or peak winter and peak summer. But yeah, I don't know. It is concerning. Every time I get out of the shower I'm like, I don't know how I have any hair left.
That's me today. I was freaked out. It's crazy, guys. I don't know why hair matters so much,
It
but
does though, because it's like
it makes me
I feel
feel
like
like an identity.
exactly, and your hair's supposed to like it helps you match your identity. I don't know what it means that I've like had my same hair color, but sometimes I cut it short, sometimes I go
Yeah,
long.
no, you do like change it up and like get bangs or like not bangs. Remember when I almost get bangs on accident?
We were having a spa night and she was like bangs and I was like, oh.
No, I was just getting carried away. So we were doing like the face framing pieces and then I started to go like this to do the trim and she's like, it looks like you're doing bangs. I was like, put the scissors down. I'm done.
That was so funny. No, I do switch it up, but I do feel like hair is a part of your identity. They always say hair holds memories. That's why a lot of people change it after a breakup or a big life change. Like, I feel like it's just a way of expressing like where you are in life. And I think if you're still in your blonde era and you've grown, like I think you should continue with that. Just like adding back in some healthy habits for it.
Yeah, I do want to like ask her what to do because ideally I want to stop using purple shampoo because I think that's been the biggest thing that made my hair like thin out. So if I can get some sort of hairstyle where I don't have to do as much treatment to make it look like cool toned and stuff, because that's why I have to do it, is because if I don't use purple shampoo, my hair looks brassy. So I need to get like a warm toned hair that I can just use regular shampoo with, and like that way I don't have to like use special shampoo. I can just use like the good quality stuff that like will keep it healthy.
Like, the honey color like help with that?
I don't know. I have to ask her because it's all about the toner that she puts on it.
Oh.
So if she bleaches it and then puts on like a honey color, then maybe I won't have to use like the purple shampoo.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that works, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either. Sometimes Brad Mondo comes up on my TikTok page, but I don't know what he's talking about. So
I'll just DM him like, please help me.
Oh, Brad Mondo.
But I've definitely like, I think it's a real thing that like blonde hair like is thinner than brunette hair because of like the bleach and the tones and the and the coloring and the shampoos and all that. So I'm trying not to get too like sad because I'm like thinning out, but like
Oh my god,
it's sad. Like I loved my full brown hair.
thick hair,
Yeah. If I could just have my hair color now with the thickness I used to have, I would be so happy.
You'd be fine, yeah. Maybe you just need to like add in a volumizing and thickening shampoo, which that's what I use. Like I've noticed over time it's like helped. But I also like throw on products after the shower. Like I put mousse in my hair and like different things like that to help give it some volume. But I
Girl
feel like-
talk.
Girl talk. I hope you enjoyed that segment. But I feel like with how crazy the world is, I'm in a very like YOLO phase right now where I'm just like, well, oh my god, if this is happening, we only got so much time. Let's just do everything we want to now. So maybe I'll go cut my hair up and dye it too and just jump on a plane to the Dominican and not come back.
Why not? Why don't I just go fully bleach blonde?
Just do it! Go get your Ashley Benson hair.
Oh my gosh, I want to so bad. I just don't want to be bald.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna show her the picture and be like, yes or no, bald
Is my
or
hair okay enough to do it?
is it okay enough to get this color? And if it is, bring it on. Like, let's go.
All the way. I think that's just maybe like it takes things like this, like crazy stuff going on in the world to. I think it gives a reality check to everyone. Yeah, it's like, hey, like, don't get sucked into the routine. Like, there's still life to be lived.
Yeah.
Like, we've got a lot of time ahead of us. I think about that all the time. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm 20. Like, I'm old, and then I'm like,
wait, but that's a quarter of
our life.
Our life. Yeah, we live to 80.
I think I was watching Love is Blind, and they were like, they said a lot of things that made me think deep about life. Like, I think they're all close to their 30s, and they were like, this is the time to like settle down and have kids. And I was like, you're only 30 though. Like, who says we have to have kids and like give up our lives at like 30? Like, we get 30 good years and we spend 20 years raising kids, and then
you say that like kids ruin your whole life.
I know, they don't. They're such a blessing. But like, it's insane to me that you get married. Like, we're supposed
there's
to get
like
married
a
in the next
supposed
10 years.
timeline for everybody, and it's so built into society, I feel like, and it's you can either follow that path or you cannot, and you can be happy either way.
I'm still running around like I'm a 12-year-old and I'm living my best life.
And I think that's just okay for our generation, like in this day and age. Like, you don't have to be married at 21 like our parents, like, generation did, or like other generations. But the people I babysit for actually told me they got married and had kids like in their 30s, and they're still rocking it. They have their child that's 4 and they're in their 30s, and they might be older parents when she comes to like when she's at the point of like graduation and college and that type of stuff, but who cares, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they got to enjoy their 20s and traveled and built their careers, and now that they're in their 30s, they were ready, and they told me to just consider that because they really liked that, how it worked out for them. So I don't think there's any sort of like set path we have to follow.
No, we
That's so nice.
all make our own paths. Someone once asked me, like, how do you know when it's like time in your life to be an adult? And my honest answer was never. I was like, I don't think there's a time. Like, I think being an adult is being able to be a kid, just knowing the right times to be more serious. So literally, like, we're all just children. We're all running around doing whatever we want. I think just being an adult is being like, you have more of a sense of what priorities are and like
responsibilities.
Yeah, and you're able to get those done in a manner in which they're effective, and you still have time to like do what you want and have freedom. So
what I love about being an adult is the freedom.
Yeah,
like, we can just do whatever we want at any point in the
Exactly.
day.
Like, it's a
There's no rules.
The day. If I'm not doing anything, let me do something crazy. Like,
we can do whatever we want whenever we want as an adult. And that is so fun.
It is like that. When I think about that, that's the most free I ever feel. I'm like, if I wanted to, I could just book a flight and hop out of here.
You could go do anything right now.
Exactly.
We could literally be like halfway to Europe in a few hours if we wanted to.
Give me the computer. Let's book a flight.
She.
And I think that's the good side about the world being crazy.
Yeah, that is. But we don't think like that enough. We always get too busy, and then it's like, oh, well, we don't have time to do that. But like, we do.
We do. We can make the time. It's about like give and take, like
balance, yada yada yada. We talked about this before.
Yeah. If you want to hear more about that, go watch it.
Go watch.
But I think, the moral of this episode was just like, the world's crazy and you gotta do you. You gotta live your life the way you want it.
I might go blonde in a few weeks and we might just lose all our hair, but
you might come back in a few weeks with a bit bald,
you guys are just gonna have to rock with us.
Yes.
The world is crazy.
The world is crazy. Life is insane. We're all just out here. We're on a floating rock.
Thumbnail.
Literally, we're on a floating rock. Like,
whoa. We are on a floating rock.
Yeah. Who says there has to be any rules? No one. So just do what you want. Doesn't matter. You're fine.
Within reason.
Goes and drops a thing.
Yeah, take that advice sparingly.
Take it with a grain of salt for sure. Maybe don't break the law or get arrested.
Probably not. We know a little bit more about law now, so you don't want to get to the trial courts. Because they suck. We know too much. We know it.
We know too much. You're gonna come for us for knowing too much.
Whoa, our brains are so powerful.
We're too smart. Oh my god, they're gonna come for us. After we tell everyone the world's crazy and we should all just live our lives, they're just
this podcast gets banned on
it
YouTube.
does. It's gonna get flagged.
Kombucha, healthy for the gut.
Amen. It's got lemon bacteria in it.
With vitamin C, because the girl needs it.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know, some of your craziest conspiracies that you've heard about the world, or, how you're feeling right now in this time and place in your life. Mm-hmm. And give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, if you like the studio. If you like the
studio, and we're back, and you missed us, so definitely like and subscribe.
Of course, and we will see you in the next one. Mwah. Love you.
Love you.
Add a little.